Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. So for today we're going to be recreating this inspired look right here. I love how it turned out, so if you want to see how, then please keep watching. So the first thing, like always, is I like to prime my eyelids, and I usually use concealer. This one's the Morphe Cosmetics Mega Waterproof Concealer. This one is full coverage, so that's what I love about it, and it has a consistency similar to that of the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm going to apply that all above my eye space. And then I'm taking this brush right here. This one's by GLF Cosmetics. And I'm taking up that purple shade. And I'm going to start by packing that in the crease area. And as always, I like to take a little bit of product at a time. And here I'm just using patting motions. I'm just going to really apply that into the crease area. And then with small strokes, I'm just going to go back and forth. And then just build up that intensity to what I want it to be. Next, taking this brush by Lamora Beauty, I'm going to be buffing out that purple, and I'm going to be using that red shade in the palette, and I'm just going to use small circular motions and then just sort of blend it upwards. And I'm going to be taking a small amount of product at a time. I'm going to apply it directly on that purple shade and then just try to buff it upwards. And notice it's kind of not budging. I think I went too heavy-handed with the purple, so you might want to just be careful with that. But we'll make it work. I know it's going to look a little bit of a mess before it gets better. But blending is a process and it's necessary, you guys. So now that it looks something like this, I'm just doing one more layer and then we can move on to the next step. Now I'll be taking this brush, and this one's by Glitter Realm Co. And I'm going to be picking up that yellow shade in the palette. And let's just do the same thing, but buffing out this red shade. Now using a very light hand, I'm just going to buff that red upwards, and yeah, just small circular motions until you diffuse the edges to where you like. So here is that up close and personal action for you guys. I love tutorials that actually show it up close because I feel that you can really see what the blend looks like. So hopefully you guys are still able to follow along and yours looks similar to this, or maybe even better. Now here I'm picking up that first brush we used, and I'm going to take a little bit more of that purple, and I'm just going to apply it in the crease again with a very light hand and just sort of blend it upwards, because I feel like we lost the intensity of some of that purple while blending the other colors together. So here is what I'm doing. And here I'm applying some more red just to define it a little bit more. Next, I'll be picking up some concealer on this flat GLF Cosmetics concealer brush. And I like to start by covering a portion of the lid. This is going to be a half cut crease, so you don't have to take it all the way. But I'm just going to also look up so that it gives me sort of a guideline, sort of parallel to my actual crease line. Now you can take it as far high or as high up as you want to. Now just be careful, because if you roll your eyes back too much, then the line will transfer higher, and sometimes it messes it up, but I mean, other times you can fix it. Just be careful. Now taking this small e.l.f. concealer brush, I like to really go in and clean up that line. And once I've reached this point, I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out the concealer just to give it a more smoother, seamless blend. And you can use your finger, you can use a brush, but I'm not going to set the concealer either. I'm going to go straight in with a shimmer shade. So picking up that blue metallic on this flat Morphe brush, I'm just going to pat that directly on the concealer, and with patting motions, I'm just going to cover all of the concealed area. Now if you notice, the color is looking a little bit dull, so what I like to do is sometimes I take some glitter glue, and this is the NYX glitter primer. What I'm going to do is apply a little bit on my brush, and then I'm going to spread it all over the area that I applied that blue shade, and then I'm going to go over it with another layer of the blue shimmer. And this just really makes the color pop. So that's another little trick that you guys can use if the shade is just not where you want it to be. So here's what it looks like. You notice my right eye is more metallic shimmery than this left eye. Now I'm going to be applying that purple shade right in the corner just to blend it together. And here I'm just applying some more blue metallic. And then just another layer of that purple shade. Now I'll be taking a small amount of that red. And I do have foundation on, so what I like to do is take some tape to really clean up that fallout. I don't know, I'm probably the only one that does this. I know, I'm weird, but instead of wiping it away and it getting all messy, I like to just do this first and then I'll clean it up with concealer. Now for the lower lash line, I'm taking some of that purple shade and I'm going to apply it as close as I can to my waterline. And then I will be blending it out with some of that red. And then also I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. And to highlight, I'm going to use this one by GLF Cosmetics. It's the little Princesa Azteca Mini. Next I'll be curling my lashes, adding some mascara, and then I'm going to be adding some falsies. These are by Lily Lashes in the style Mink NYC. So this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you were able to follow along with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.